Good morning, everyone. We'll start the lecture in a minute. Luckily, the supply of electricity has been restored before a minute. So we'll be able to conduct. Uh, I'll be able to conduct the class smoothly. Right? Okay. So we have around 40 students who have joined. People are joining, so we can start the class today. I'm going to talk about one important thing today. For one initiative, right? It is related to one initiative that was successfully done in one MBA class, right? So I would like to replicate that thing with engineering. Uh, that can be more or less suitable to your branch because it is related to a software. So I want you people to be there in Alexa and in Google Voice. So I'll be talking about it in the later part. Today's agenda is to talk about agenda. Fine. So we can start the session. Today's closing remarks will be given by Kardavi and Hanil. Are you there, both of you? Hanil is there, I guess. Hanil, are you there? Hanil, can you listen to me? Hi, Hanil. Hanil. Hanil Ficharia, enrollment number 21.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So are you comfortable, no? For sharing closing remarks
Yes,
today?
sir. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So before we talk about this agenda in minutes, right? I like to tell you that uh, while explaining the syllabus, I had explained you, if you had remembered, that when people gather at one place, it does not mean that there is a meeting. It is also called hangout, right? Uh, Chill out with friends, hang out with friends. These are common words, right, that we use. Now, when you meet your friend at the crossroad and you start discussing about online education, about college, about your days that you miss, your canteen and everything, so that cannot be called a meeting. That is a gathering, we can say, right? In corporates, in communication, when we talk about uh, specifically a technical communication, we consider that when we meet somebody or when somebody meet us, there is always one reason or more than one reasons to meet. That means there are objectives, motives, purposes for meeting. So without a purpose, when somebody is meeting or gathering, that can be called hangout or chill out. But in corporate, in a company, people are not free for that. At workplace, we don't hang out. So everybody is informed in advance that this is the reason why we are going to meet. Now, that reason, that objective, rather that list of objectives for meeting, right, is called agenda. Is called agenda. That means agenda is a list of topics which are sent in advance, shared with the attendees in advance so that they can come prepared. So this is agenda. If somebody asks you that during Janmashtami vacation, what is your agenda? What is your planning? What is your schedule? If you mix up corporate and social, in that way you can speak, you can ask such questions. If somebody says that we are going to Malaysia for one meeting, then you will ask, what is the agenda? So agenda is that. Generally, meetings are in-house meetings. That means the way we wrote reports, right? Such kind of thing. It is a kind of internal communication that people who are involved, rather instead of saying people, I would love to, speak as or name it as stakeholder. Stakeholder is a very appropriate word. That means the people who are concerned with that particular organization or a company, that is called stakeholder. So every stakeholder is informed that this is the agenda of the meeting, that the people are informed well in advance so that they can come prepared. So there is agenda, and during the meeting, whatever objective is there, they talk, they discuss. There is a group dynamics. They have difference of opinions. They have different, I don't know, agendas or different identities, different topics, different mindsets, different angles to talk with, and based on that, they conclude a common objective. They narrow down to one objective, one decision, and that is being noted, recorded. Because when you speak and you forget, so in that way, your meeting is good for nothing. So there is always one person. That person is assigned the task to note down, to record whatever points have been discussed and what has been decided. Who will do that? Who will carry out that task? Everything is mentioned right? That person notes down or that person records. Later on, that recorded points are shared with all the stakeholders who were there in the meeting, so that they can have a clarity that what they are discussed, this is the record of that, so they can work accordingly. This is called minutes of the meeting. So in a nutshell, in 10 minutes time, I discuss about entire topic, the topic that we are going to discuss today. It has got a typical format, a format like a memo. The way we wrote memo, because memo is used for internal communication, minutes of the meeting, agenda, circular, notice, they are used for internal communication. So they are similar in nature. Okay. So let's go one by one. We can walk through the slides and we'll go for it. Around 10:15 or so, I would request Hanil to remind me about initiative. Right, Hanil? Okay. And meanwhile, if there is any question, if there is a technical thing that you would like to put to my, draw my attention, you can just unmute your mic and you can speak. If you can read the screen, you will get to know that what I have discussed. An agenda is the list of topics or subjects to be discussed in the meeting. The way I told you that, it's about that. Now, it is shared. The synonym of share is circulate. So, circulating is a verb. The noun of circulate is circular. That's why we have circulars. To put somebody into notice is a verb, and if you want to make somebody understand this is something important for you, we send a notice. So notice is a noun there. So here circulation or notice, both are the words which are used for meeting business. Okay. A well prepared agenda helps the chairperson in directing the business so that the decisions are taken efficiently. Naturally, when we have very clear agenda of discussion, we can go point wise and we can conclude with desired results. That's why it is important. And that's why if you remember, the first lecture, entire lecture was of orientation, that we discussed about agenda of entire third semester, that these are the points I'm going to talk, these are the topics, these are the units, this is the way how class would be conducted. So that was something, a kind of teaser trailer of entire semester. Agenda is like that, that which are the points that would be discussed. Now if we talk about further about this agenda, we can find out that in corporate language it is called items. Every point which is going to be discussed is called items. And agenda is a plural form. If somebody asks you, is agenda a singular or plural, that please make sure that you answer it correctly, that is agenda is a plural one, right? Every every agenda, that means every items in agenda is called agendum. The singular form is agendum and plural is agenda. Fine. Okay. It talks about the purpose of the meeting. It talks about the order, which items to be discussed, right? We may say that we'll talk about 5 points. So anybody can randomly pick up any point. So there can be no uniformity. That's why there is given number, that point number one, point number two, point number three. So it can be easier for the even person who is recording the meeting, the minutes of the meeting. He'll come to know that okay, we are talking about this point number one. Agenda can be a one word, one line, one phrase, or detailed discussion. It can be of any length, fine, but make sure that the agenda does not become an essay. Okay. Then agenda is a tool for attendees, including but not limited to the chairperson and secretary. It serves several functions before, during, and after the meeting. Agenda before meeting, that the person who is going to attend the meeting, if that point is affecting that particular person, that person will will be able to know that I can object, I can remain silent, I can abstain. Abstain means to remain silent, right? I abstain means I don't say yes, I don't say no, but I exclude myself. So that is a very good word that you can use. Fine. Somebody says that whether you are with me or not, you may say I abstain. I abstain means I am neither way, not with you, nor without you, or against you. Fine. So you can mention such kind of thing. So here agenda helps you before the meeting, while meeting is going on, and after the meeting to record minutes of the meeting. Agenda is that much useful to us. What are the functions? This can be asked for 3 marks. Write down any 3 functions of agenda. So you should be having this answer with you. It helps potential attendees to decide whether they need to attend or not. It is not necessary to attend every meeting for everybody. So you can include yourself, you can exclude yourself depending on the agenda. It helps invitees to prepare for the meeting. The way I told you that you can go prepared. It helps invitees to prepare for the meeting. It sounds important. It has been repeated, right? So we can you can share typo errors in this way. That is very important. That's why it has been repeated twice. It provides a structure for the meeting, so it will help you to know that you can visualize that how meeting will be, the flow of the meeting would be. It will also help the chairperson to know to control the meeting, that if somebody is going out of the agenda, the chairperson may say that, see, we need to talk about this point only. Now I tell you that in every meeting, before meeting starts, one chairperson is assigned duty. That means one member of the committee. It can be the president, secretary, it can be anybody else, any senior member, right? He or she is requested to be a chairperson. So that person can control the meeting, because we need somebody to use veto power, right? So that X person, Y person, Z person can lead the meeting. So the person who leads the meeting is also called a chairperson of the meeting, right? This is also a 1 mark question. It gives a way. It gives a way in which the meeting's success can be judged, right? So whatever has been decided, if it works, meeting is successful. If it does not work, meeting is not successful. It is as simple as that. It's time to reconnect rather. You have got 60 seconds with you to answer this question. Agenda is sent as a part of notice, but sometimes it is also attached separately. Wow. See, this is the reason why I'm proud of you people. You have got lightning speed. You can answer the questions even before people think about it. You can type and submit. So it is true. It can be sent separately. It can be sent along with the notice. Excellent. Now, what are the essential elements of agenda? That means we'll talk about layout. It contains the name of organization, date, time, as well as nature and type of meeting. So, what we had discussed in report writing, letter writing as heading, right? It is similar to that one. So it can be uh, easy to visualize for you people. It lists all items for discussion seriously. If necessary, it may be accompanied by necessary papers, notes, data, etc. Various topics supporting the data. For example, if it is there, the meeting is there to approve the accounts, the accounts of the last year, balance sheet and all, right? Now, thing is that if I don't have the supporting documents with me, what is there in the balance sheet? How can I come prepared? So sometimes when there are discussions rather on certain topics which require to provide certain documents. So along with circular, you also get certain documents like balance sheets, right? Specifically this one. In generally in any meeting of corporate meetings or societies meeting, when they want to discuss about certain points, right? They provide supporting documents. So that can be there. Okay. One needs to be very careful while preparing an agenda of the meeting. Right? First is header and second is body, the list of items. So the way I told you that it can be done. If you talk about header, so here we divide agenda layout in two parts, header and body part. Body part is about all agenda items. Let's see. The header talks about name of the organization, date, location, group meeting agenda, schedule for the meeting, right? Now it can be, if it is no scheduled, it will talk about the date and time and the location. Nowadays it is online, so it will be mentioned Google Meet or whatever medium or software or tool we are using. The body talks about the agenda contains actual discussion that is to take place during the meeting. All the points which are there to be discussed. We can use certain action verbs, right? Like adopt, develop, conceptualize, review, announce, discuss, approve. Fine. So to introduce something, to adopt something, to conceptualize the idea of celebrating online Navratri, it would be there. Fine. So there will be virtual concerts. People have started doing this. Day before yesterday only, I was watching one uh, e what we call it online launching, and it was something related to Hyundai's Creta. So the people were talking about it, and it was online. I have seen that there are lots of museums of the world. They have conceptualized online tour. So you can, there are websites available. You can go and you can virtually visit different museums. Fine. They call it e-tour. So you can find out such kind of things. So you will get to know that how machine learning, AI, this this AR, these things will be implemented faster. The things that we were expecting that would be utilized somewhere down the line in the future after 10 years, now it will be utilized in next year only. So we have become advanced by 9 years almost for using this. However, it's a different story that we won't be able to get the infrastructure facilities, but people would be clear with the things. So there can be there's a possibility that there can be a virtual classroom, right? That you can virtually sit with your friend on the bench and teacher is teaching, everything is virtually. You connect through a software and you start attending the class and you can look at your friends the way you can feel like you're sitting in a college. So this might happen in next 2 years or 3 years or 4 years. I don't know. This is that just throwing it to people that this is what I think. You may correct, you may add, you may comment on this. Let's come back to our business. Okay, in body list part, what can be added? The agenda is originally written in sequence. The first thing that if we have more than one points to discuss, we'll give them a priority wise numbers. Priority wise, this can be a question. How points are given numbers in a list of agenda as per the priority. The secretary of the company draft the agenda in consultation with chairman, president, managing director with great care and clear thinking, right? It should not go away, go in a different direction that they are not thought of. Number one. Number two, everybody's time is very important over there. So we need to make sure that, the people, whoever comes to attend, they have their own typical, you know, what we call it, they justify typically that, okay, it is worth attending and there was something worth in terms of crux, in terms of conclusion, in terms of, decisions that was concluded. Okay. The common practice is the person who calls for the meeting is the person who prepares agenda. Generally, it is done by the secretary. It is done by the secretary. Otherwise, if X and Y and Z, if X has called for the meeting, right? If it is not clear that who will write the minutes of the meeting, undoubtedly, it is implied that X, being the inviter of the meeting, would write the minutes. Minutes is called the points which are discussed. Agenda and minutes. This is a screenshot of one notice that has been sent for the meeting. You can have a look at it. So 1 minute to look at it. I'm going to ask somebody that what is the difference between first paragraph here and first paragraph that we had discussed in reports. Fine. Anybody, any question or query regarding this? You can type or ask voluntarily. Is there anybody who would like to share that? What is the difference you could identify broadly between the first paragraph of report writing, letter writing, and the first paragraph here? That is the only paragraph that we have. Sham, would you like to share? Sham, are you there? Yes. Would you like to reply? No idea. Okay, no problem. If you look at it, this is little bit direct and very formal in nature. If you look at it, it is to inform you all. Greetings of the day. I'm very pleased to inform you. See now. practically, when you look at the corporate communication, you will find that such kind of things are not there, right? I can tell you that when I receive emails, for example, there is an average of receiving 10 mails in a day, right? I'm talking about me. Out of 10 mails, there are 7 mails where, right, it is not written dear sir or regards. And out of 10 mails, 7 mails are there which have less than one line of writing. Some mails are forwarded one. Do the needful, prepare a report and see, justify and send, like that. So it is a direct to one, because in the everyday life, people don't have time to read such kind of things, right? So we don't use that kind of language, decorative language. We go very direct in a way. Okay. Time to reconnect again. Yes, Parth, absolutely right. While preparing the agenda of meeting, blank should not be the part of the header. Name of the organization, date, location, salutation. A, B, C, D, you can write like this. What should not be there? Vrunda, your fastest finger first. Good. Wow. Okay. So we can go to the next phase of our lecture, minutes of the meeting. We talked about what happens before meeting and while meeting. Now we'll talk about what is there for next one, right? Okay. Just a minute. Fine. So I took a minute to discuss minutes of the meeting. Sounds good. Okay. The way I explained minutes of the meeting in the beginning of the session, it talks about the conclusion or main important decisions taken in the meeting. Fine. Okay. All the meeting, whether a board meeting or a committee meeting or social organization, has to maintain a record of their working, right? What has been decided. You cannot say on the other day I met you and we met together and we discussed together. That was the point. So it is nowhere in the record, so there can be a problem. So it's better that we should keep everything in written form. That's why it is important of written communication. Minutes represent all the record of the proceedings at the meeting. Proceedings means all the decisions taken during the meeting, so that we can assign the person to go with the task. Okay. During the course of the meeting, the topics listed in the agenda are discussed serially one by one. Serially means in priority, in sequence, right? We cannot say, okay, let's throw a cheat and we can pick up the point number 7, then point number 2, point number 3. No, by the person who is inviting the meeting, that person decides the importance of the points, and in that particular sequence only, the points are mentioned, and the people who are there in the meeting, everybody discuss those points one by one. Okay. What happens in MOM? All the participants express their views and arrive at a surgeon. Surgeon means a common one, conclusions, right? This is something like Sasitaru type of thing, right? Which are known as resolutions. So everybody narrow down all the possibilities and reach to one common point, where discussion or resolution that everybody agrees with. That is called conclusion or resolution. Meeting represents the official record of the work done at the meeting of members, and so it must be clear, precise, and formal. Fine. So it is official one. MOM written either by the secretary or by the person who is assigned to do the task. For example, there are people, the secretary is a big post, that person cannot write, but that person can have his or her secretary. That means secretary can have a secretary, C, right? And that person can write. So it can be assigned a task to somebody. Now, if you look at the sequence, the minutes of the meeting of this meeting can be agenda for next meeting. That means in the future, if you want to re-meet and rediscuss certain things, so MOM can work as a background that on that day we talked about this and we reached to this conclusion. Now what next? So in that way it is useful. Okay. So what happens that generally what happens that MOM is signed and approved by the chairman. So whatever we discussed in the last meeting, right? So it was decided like this. So in the next meeting, it is approved by the chairman. Because during the meeting, the person is writing, then it will, properly articulate the thoughts, properly write, document it, and keep it ready. So in the next meeting, the last meeting's agenda, last meeting's MOM would be presented to the chairman, and that person will sign. I approve this. Right? It happens in that way. Now, in today's life, what happens that when we have a meeting, right? What we do is we share that MOM minutes of the meeting in Google Sheet, and we share with everybody, all the stakeholders. So anybody can comment on it. Anybody can edit that. So it can be easy for everybody to understand, and it is lying there on cloud, so anybody can go and check out any meet MOM, and they can go ahead with the things. So this is a new way. Meet MOMs are always written in reported speech. It was said by that person. So it is always there in indirect speech, not direct speech, right? So don't consider grammar, but the way it is written. Newspapers, we read newspapers, right? It is like that. They are written either in the point format or in topic, topical heading. That is, heading is given then content, or it is given right point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 like this. Time to reconnect again. You can write A or B, true or false, TF, whatever you like. Vrunda, what happened to you? Suhasinima, Sham, Heyur. Just before one slide, I explained Nupur. It is written in reporter speech. Point number 3. Is it clear? Yeah. Runda, it is clear now. It is written in reported speech. Shyam, Nandini, you written false, so it should be true, no? Shreyash, Parth, everybody, those who written false, acknowledge me in the chat box that you got it. If not, I'll explain again. Nupur, you had written false. Is it clear now, Nupur? Okay, Nupur has written okay. Shyam, okay, clear. Now, essentials of minutes. I'm talking about the format of minutes, MOM. There is no fixed format, but usually that follows the features as a part of MOM or resolution. There are three things to be included. It is not like a typical format, but it has got a sequence. It starts with the letterhead. Letterhead you know now because you have studied letter writing, report writing. You know what is there included in letter of heading of the letter, name of the organization and nature of the meeting. Yeah. Anybody would like to share anything? Fine. Okay. And then we can talk about date, day, time, place of meeting. These are the most important things which could be there. Then number 4 is everybody who have attended the meeting. So it is a kind of attendance. It starts with chairman. The person who's heading the meeting will be written in the first. Okay. And then record of confirmation of the previous minutes. So whatever, as I mentioned that whatever was decided in the last meeting, right, that will be presented as a record and that would be approved. You must have a question raised in your mind, sir. What if it is the first meeting? Then there will not be previous meetings record because there is no previous meeting, there is no record. Fine. Okay. If anybody is appointed, right, or assigned additional duty, for example, what happens in company that every year they appoint a chartered accountant. That this is the person X and Y chartered accountant and associates will be appointed as auditor. It is a common thing. They are appointed every year, but it is there on paper, so that nobody can claim and blame later on that with whose permission you appointed this person, right? So they decide, and there it is approved. Likewise, auditor, legal advisor, all these posts, right? They are mentioned here. Even in that case, there is a what we call it, managing director to be appointed or chairman to be appointed. Everybody is appointed and discussed and approved in the meeting, and that is recorded in MOM. Okay. If there is any important discussions to be summarized, it is mentioned there in summary form. Fine. Last resolution normally it's a formal vote of thanks to the chairman. That thank you very much, sir, for leading the meeting and all this. Okay. So in the last, there's a space for signature and date, right? That everybody does. At the end, there should be a space for date and requirement signature. This date is date on which the minutes are confirmed and signed. Time to reconnect. True, false. Okay, false. False. Oh, Khushi, why true? Could you find the error? Okay, then Khushi revoted, reapplied with the answer. Nice one. This is a format of MOM. You'll find the information written there. Cell meeting. You can mention their heading, date, time, venue, what was the agenda. And this is MOM. This is agenda. This is MOM. Date, time, venue, name of the person. MOM. It is in tabular format. Point number one, agenda number one. Here, agenda, innovative ways to promote product. So point number one here, topics discussed is in selection of new innovative ways to promote product. Mr. Amit Patel is assigned task to provide basic things for product launching. Now got the idea that you can have clarity that what is to be written, how it is to be written. In practically in Marwari, we use Google Sheet, the same format, it is there. We mentioned there in Excel sheet, in Google Sheet, and the same sheet has been shared with everybody. So if anybody wants to, update it, comment it, they can go for it. Fine. It's time for the quiz. And meanwhile, I would like to ask the way I explained to people. I'm going to share one link with you people. The experiment I did with MBA people while teaching communication, business communication. I asked everybody to contribute with 20 questions minimum, and whatever is more, I don't mind it. And we decided, we divided the units, and in Google Sheet, everybody came up with questions in typical format, which I shared with people, with those people in MBA. And that database was converted into Google Voice Assistant application, and the same thing can be converted to Alexa. Now, what will happen that your midsem exams, final exams will be conducted online. So this MCQ will help you to revise your syllabus. And in that MBA, what I did was in Google Voice Assistant, there is one extra column given for remarks. So what I did was I mentioned that this question was set by or designed by the name of person. That means every time randomly when the question is picked up, your name would be spoken in Google Voice Assistant that this question was picked up by Sham. This question was picked up or designed by Runda. This question is designed by Nupur, like this. So you look at this question, this application. There is no need to download. We had experiment in the class for Google Voice Assistant, so we can use this to revise our syllabus, and there can be sense of ownership that your name is there, your contribution in terms of your questions are there, and it is acknowledged. There's one point that I wanted to share with you people. Number one. Number two, in computer, the people who pass out this year, right? That means before 3 years, I asked students to help me with audio podcast series, which I'm going to share with you people very soon. So we can have audio recordings of all the topics. Everybody can take one topic. I can help you to prepare a script and you record it. We compile it and we can have one audio podcast series for effective technical communication. So wherever you are in the last moment in one day, you can, within 60 minutes time, all the important points can be covered. And if I do it alone, it will take 6 months. If you do it alone, it will take 6 months, but together, collaboratively. See, this is the era of collaboration, not competition. Fine. so we can collaborate together and we can go for it. So I'm just thinking aloud. I'm sharing with you people some innovative ideas with which we can, help ourselves to improve our communication skills. These two topics I'll discuss with you people tomorrow. If you agree, I have templates and things are ready with me. I'll share with you people. But I want somebody to take initiative, take lead, right? And if one person will look at it, everything, or 2% or 3%, right? Rather a team, and everybody can contribute certain things, certain number of questions, and we can have a big database. I'll also contribute in a way, fine, and there will be stored at one place so that everybody can see that the question is not repeated, as we will divide all the units, so there cannot be confusion in units. Yes, your team would be given that 7 people are there who are given one unit, so that those people can interchange, exchange, and share and discuss that I have decided this topic and I'll go for it. So we can work out on this way, right? Okay, right now it's time for you people to test how good I teach you people. It's not about feedback, it's about question, quiz. So I've shared the quiz link with you people. And this is the last topic of unit 2. So tomorrow we'll have a unit test. Same Google form. Make sure that your Google form works tomorrow. Yes, in last session, unit number 1, where lots of difficulties discussions. Fine. So tomorrow, when I share the Google form, it should work. You make sure that it works, right? It's a unit test, that's why. So 5 minutes to reply and assign, answer the questions, 5 questions. The questions would be like this only. We can have true, false, or MCQ, whatever you say. We can go with it. Karnavi has been absent for 2, 3 sessions. Is she well or not? Is there anybody who is Karnavi's friend? Why she is absent? Kushal Patel is the first one to submit the quiz. See, if you work faster, you will compromise with your accuracy. Make sure that minimum 4 should be correct out of 5. Henil, we can go with closing remarks.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Students, please pay attention here. This link is open till 12 o'clock. So by 11:30 to 12 o'clock, you can complete the task. Pay attention here. Yes, Anil,
Sir.
go ahead.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Today we have taught about agenda of meetings, the information given to stockholders, the header, the body list to the meeting, and the minutes of meeting we have to discuss about. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Everybody, please write down your enrollment numbers in the chat box so that I can consider that for your attendance. Dedia, you were not there in entire session, and you are sharing your enrollment number. I'll check. I have some plugins with me of a Google Meet. I can check that for what duration you were there in the meeting. It's not about quiz. Yeah, okay. Deria, okay. There was a confusion between Deria and Karnavi. Okay, okay, fine. See, I am growing old. Better. It's difficult to remember so many names of sons and daughters. Very difficult. And age matters. Fine. So all the best for today's session. Tomorrow's exam. Fine. Make sure that you prepare well. I'm going to share two books. There are two books available on effective technical communication. I'll share with one student. Parth, can I share with you both the books?
Sure, sir.
Fine. You share with everybody, right? I got it scanned from some students, so you can share with your friends. I cannot upload it to e-content. Fine. So we'll get all the details. Then all the best for tomorrow's exam. Have a great day ahead. Thank you very much, everyone. So we can call it for a day. Thank you.